Did y'all hear that recording? That was new. Okay. Hey, everyone. Welcome to Empower Team Monday Night Call. I am so excited to share with you guys tonight. Kind of took over this call last minute, but I've had something in mind that I've been really wanting to share with you guys. And so tonight must have just been the night. Tonight we're going to be talking about vision casting. And vision casting is super important for building your Plexus business and keeping people excited, motivated, and engaged, all of that. It's kind of one of these skills that I feel like doesn't get enough credit. And after the longer I do Plexus, the more I have learned that vision casting and having the skill of vision casting is really important, really important for just growing and duplicating. So I wanted to start off by saying today is my 5-year Plexus anniversary. And today is the day, and it's just so nostalgic for me to look back on the past 5 years. If I would have never signed, made my first post, most of you guys would not be here, if not any. And that's super powerful when you think about it. I want you guys to imagine yourself 5 years from now and all the people, like when I look at y'all, I'm like, man, if I didn't just make that first post 5 years ago and decide to go for it, y'all would not be here. Y'all might not have the health victory stories. Y'all might not have the financial victory stories if it wasn't for taking that step, that leap of faith. And so you guys need to be looking into the future and saying, hey, my obedience in this season directly impacts other people's blessings, right? And I say that all the time. Our obedience to this calling is, other people's blessings are dependent on our obedience to our calling. And that's a really big, that should be really motivating for you guys, because I mean, just to make an impact in people's lives, I mean, doing something you love, I mean, there's no bigger blessing. I want you guys to imagine yourself 5 years from now with an additional 6-figure income for your family, and really imagine what that would be like. My last paycheck that I got was the biggest paycheck I've ever got, and I just literally laughed. Nick and I were like, what is happening? This is crazy. And I know right now for a lot of you guys, seems like you're doing a lot of work and you're pushing that snowball up the mountain, and your paycheck isn't where you envision it to be. But 5 years from now, all that work that you put in, it's going to be worth it. Trust me, because the freedom that we have now is incredible. I mean, I just hired an assistant. She's the one who set up our Facebook event for this team. That would only be possible. I never saw myself as having an assistant, but all of you can have that, get to the point where you could even employ somebody else. Like, what a blessing that is. And so that can be literally any one of you, because I dropped out of college to do this. Okay. Like I didn't even finish college. There's nothing like particularly special about me where I can do this and you couldn't, right? So I want to talk to you about different areas. And what I just did really is casting vision. And it's one of these things that I've always kind of done in my business without really knowing I was doing it. But I think it's a really big key to a good chunk of my success, because of my ability to cast vision with people. It doesn't come natural for everyone. So this is something that you're going to need to be intentional about. so I want to talk about the different areas in which to cast vision and things that you can hit on when you're talking to people in your messages, in your phone calls, in your posts. We're to be vision casting in all of these different areas, right? When you're talking to your friends, you want to get people dreaming, right? So a lot of people are living a life where they have stopped dreaming. Life has kind of beat the dreams out of us. And that's kind of sad, right? When you look around at the people, you're interacting with, some people, a lot of people have something inside of them where they want more, but they don't see a way to get there. Okay. And so it's our job to show them what we have. Something that you can ask people is, if your schedule was empty and your bank account was full, what would your life look like? You should know, you yourself should know the answer to this question. So if you haven't thought about that, you should know the answer to this question. Because once you ask them, you can share why, a part of your why, right? You can share them what you're going to do, not what you would do, what you're going to do. And you talk to them with confidence and excitement, and people will be drawn to that. Even before I was silver, I mean, I called up Natalie. Natalie helped me go silver. Natalie, my mom, and another friend. And I called her up and I was like, listen, I really think that this is going to change our lives. I just called her up and I told her, I'm like, this is something I really believe in this. Like, people are really, really doing this. And what I would do when I was casting vision back before I was even silver is I was sharing stories. I was talking about Fallon. I was saying, Natalie knew Courtney. Courtney, her sister is homeschooling her 5 kids. Her husband's always gone. She lives in a tiny town. She's super introverted, like doesn't have a lot of friends. And now she's making like $30,000 a month. Like, if she can do it, we can do it. I was convinced, and I said that to people. I still say that to people. I still use Fallon's story. Now I can throw my story in there, but I still use Fallon's story because that's third-party validation, right? Like, they know me, but once you bring somebody else into it, and that's something that all of you guys can say, like, my friend Natalie, she's a jewel in the company. She's making 6 figures. She dropped out of college to do this. She just learned the skills, and we're on an amazing team. You could do this too. Sending voice messages to people is a really way to do this. I know Sabrina, I should have brought Sabrina on this call because this girl can cast vision. I know a lot of y'all are on Sabrina's team. Sabrina Diaz. We have too many Sabrinas up on this team. Sabrina Clark, I'm looking at you. We got Sabrina Clark is good at this too. Really, my leaders on the team, they're good at telling people, having that confidence and saying, you really need to do this with me. Like, we're exploding. People are drawn to that. Like, bugs to a light, they are drawn to it. So different areas that you can cast vision in. So number 1, you need to cast vision in Plexus as a company. So things that you can say, things that I say about Plexus. I say Plexus is a legacy company. We've been around for 13 years. I think it's 13 years. I'm pretty sure it's 13 or 14 years. Double check. I'm going to double check on that. But we've been around for a good amount of time. Our products just straight up work. The science is there. We're always cutting edge, and our ingredients are so clean. I really believe that our products are the missing key for so many Americans. It is the missing key. When we help people address the root health of their issues, people are having incredible results. They just are. We have amazing stories just on this team alone. The products work. Okay. And so we all know, every single person that we know needs Plexus. Man, woman, young, old, everybody. We're different in that everybody needs our products. our products are consumable. And so people are buying them monthly. When you look at it that way, it makes a lot of sense to be a really good area to get involved in. It's not just one-time sales where you're really hustling every single month for somebody to buy an item from you and to never buy an item from you again. You know, I'm not trying to bash other companies, but when you look at other companies compared to Plexus, I mean, we made a really wise choice in the health industry. Consumable products, men, women, young, old, all need. You guys, like, we have our hands on something really amazing. Okay. And so you can use this kind of verbiage when you're talking to people. Send voice messages so they can hear your excitement. That little tweak right there can be a game changer for you. Sending voice messages with your excitement. So Casting Vision in Plexus as a company, right? We're debt free. That we're backed by Morgan Stanley. We are like, just being a debt-free company, a faith-based company. These are awesome things that you can share with people. So Cast Vision in that, Cast Vision in the timing. So I don't know if you guys have noticed, but since 2020, we have been blowing up. And honestly, Plexus is a company that has been in momentum for the past, I mean, the whole 5 years that I've been with Plexus. Our company has not slowed down. We just keep on getting better and better and better. This company is so generous, and our compensation plan is second to none. If you go out and you look at other companies' compensation plan, Plexus created their own compensation plan. Most companies follow a certain format. Plexus created their own so that the ambassadors can make good money. And guess what, you guys? There are going to be some secrets that are going to be put out tomorrow. I don't know if you guys have seen that. I'll put more information in our chat or whatever, but Plexus is changing some things up that you guys are going to find out tomorrow. And when I found out, my mind was blown. What Plexus is doing now is the best. There's no better time than to talk to people about the business than now, because what you guys are about to find out, your minds are going to be blown. You're going to be like, wow, Plexus is such a generous company. I can't even believe that I get to work for a company that has such high integrity, that just wants to bless their ambassadors. So, like, seriously, I've never seen anything like this, and y'all are going to freak out. Like, freak out. I can't wait for y'all to know. I'm so serious. Like, I can't even wait. Like, after that, we need to just all jump on a Zoom and just all freak out together, because y'all are going to love it. Okay. So, after you guys find this out, you're going to want to talk to people about the business more than ever. Okay. So that's number one. That's that. So talking to people about timing. Ever since 2020, people are working from home more than ever. People are into their health more than ever. Our company is in full momentum more than ever. This is the right place and the right time. These are the kinds of things that you tell people. Girl, the timing, like, it has never been a better time to hop in to doing Plexus with me, because we're on fire and business has doubled. Tell them business has doubled. Our team has doubled. Okay. So talking about the timing, Cast Vision by telling stories. You can send people you can send people Diamond Docs. You can send people Because of Plexus videos. You know, and you can say, there's a Because of Plexus video that on Plexus's YouTube page with me. Hey girl, this is my friend Natalie. I'm on her team, and you know, she's making 6 figures right now. She's, you know, stay-at-home mom like you, or whatever, you know, just relate somehow and throw that. Like, we should totally talk about this. Would you be open to talking about this? And so you can share videos, tell stories, say this could totally be you. Talk about our team and our community specifically. Like, we're on our team, Pink Power as a whole, we're like our team as a whole, we're in the top of this whole company. Okay. Even our team, even all of us on this call, we're at the top of the company. Pink Power is at the top of the company. And you tell them our team specifically is at the top because of our simple systems and tons of support. I absolutely love our community. You say you always want to mention our simple systems and support, because when people are doing this, they want to know that they have a way, a proven way, and the support to do so. I hope y'all are taking notes on these. Ooh, my ring light over here, y'all. Did y'all just hear my kid scream? Oh Lord. Okay, my ring light is falling down and my notes won't stay up. This is about to fall on me, you guys. Okay, so but a really crucial key. A really crucial key to when you're talking to people about, when you're casting vision to people, you have to be excited. You have to be confident. They need to hear your voice. You need to be bold. If you have to call up your best friend like I did and say, this is going to change our lives, then do it. Be bold. Okay. And if you don't have the belief, you can build your belief. Brittany Howard is at the very tippy top of this company. And she always struggled with belief, but you know what she did? She developed belief through watching Diamond documentaries, learning about our products, learning about network marketing, and building up herself. All of that you can get that if you don't have that. And I would encourage you to dig deep into Diamond documentaries to build your belief, so that you can pass that on to other people. Because your confidence and your posture is important. And lastly, I'm looking at the time. Lastly, you need to cast vision of where you see them. So it's powerful when you speak into somebody's life. Okay. Yep. Brittany Howard actually quit. Yeah. And she came back, she built her belief back, and now she's at the top of the company. So that was in the chat. But speak into people's lives, cast vision into them and what you see in them. Like, girl, I really see something in you. I see you as a leader. I see that you have influence. I see that you have the drive for this. You know, I believe in you. And I see you really being wildly successful doing what I'm doing. You know, at saying these things to people is so powerful, because people are not pointing out each other's strengths and areas of gifting. Like when I started Plexus, I thought I had no talent. I never had anybody telling me, Natalie, you would be great at this. You know, I really see you, doing this. It's something that I got involved. And then people started telling me that. And I'm like, oh, really? Like, you think so? Like, am I good at this? People don't know. People are blinded a lot of the time to their strengths. And so it's very powerful to have somebody pointing out what you see in them and where you see them going, and you see them being wildly successful, and you see their strengths and you believe in them. That in itself is so motivating and so powerful for people. And it's what people need. Being able to call that out in people is it's so special, especially when you see people, when you call out people's strengths and you see them flourish, you want that for people. We want that for people. And this is the perfect avenue for that. And if you can get people to see what you see, they will come to the same conclusions that you did. It's just your job cast that vision for them. Yep. And so, yeah, that's pretty much all I've got. The key is really just to be excited and know where you're going so that you attract those people. You know, you can also, it's also important to cast vision in yourself and say, hey, and you have me as a coach, and I'll show you what you need to do so that they don't feel alone, you know? But yep, that's what I got, you guys. This is one of the most important leadership skills. This will come to play not only in getting business builders or getting workers, developing leaders. You're going to have to continue to do this when you're developing leaders. And you're going to continue to have to do this on your team calls when you're a diamond, when you're a jewel. This is a crucial skill that you're going to need to practice so that you can get better at it over time. Okay. All right, guys, I will see y'all. Oh, we have our, everybody be mindful to send your invites out to your people for our event on Wednesday. It's going to be, it's Magic Week, you guys. This is where we harvest all of the seeds that we've been planting. And so don't sleep on this event. Okay. Invite your people. I'm going to put some wording in the chat, and probably some other leaders on this team will put some wording in the chat to send. Sabrina sent out 126 invites, y'all. Who can beat that? It's a challenge. That's amazing. So yeah, it's events are our bread and butter on this team. So get your invites sent out and look in the chat for some wording for that if you need help. So see you guys on the next call. It's going to be a good one. Thanks for hopping on.